Okay. Yeah. Oh, it says I'm live. Let's see if anybody shows up, then I'll know I'm doing it right. Also, I have no idea if the microphone is working. Is this working? I'm trying a microphone. Okay. Let's see if anybody comes. Come see me. I'm all alone. Come hang out with me, please. Okay. Doesn't seem like it. Oh, hi! Yay! Oh, okay. Whole bunch of things just came in. You can hear me? I'm using this. Sorry for the awkward looking microphone in the video. Oh no, my connection is unstable. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica hears me. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, cool. Hi, I'm here. Oh my goodness, you guys. This morning did not go to plan. I wasn't sure I was going to, I was not sure I was going to make this live, but I'm so glad that I did. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? It's been like a day and a half already, and it's 9:30. Last night I was brushing my dog Winnie's teeth, and her top back molar became loose. That wasn't like ramming a toothbrush in her face, but oh my gosh. So I panicked and I was going to call the emergency vet, but she wasn't in pain and she seemed just fine. And I would much rather go to my actual vet because I know and trust them and she knows them. So she slept fine. I was like a hawk with her all night. She was absolutely fine. And then this morning I rushed her over to the vet and dropped her off. So she's there today. I'm never not without her. So I'm like, missing my Winnie a little bit, but she's fine. She's not in any pain. Sorry, you guys. I was going to put my makeup on. I was going to, I don't know, breathe. Anyway, that didn't happen. Anyhow. Okay, let's see. You don't get her teeth cleaned yearly. I haven't had to because I brush her teeth pretty regularly, or at least I have. I used to do it every day before I had children, and then I had babies. And quite frankly, I had to stop doing it every day. I do it twice a week, which my vet assures me is still more than most people, but I feel terrible. I feel like it's my fault out of neglect that her tooth is loose. Anyway, so she's only had her teeth professionally cleaned once. And if you don't have a dog, you're not familiar, they have to go under anesthesia to have a full cleaning. And it's just dangerous for anybody to go under anesthesia, especially little dogs. And I just, I was always tried to keep up on her dental care at home to make sure we didn't have to do that so often. We haven't had to. And we see the vet twice a year and they haven't said she needs a cleaning, and they check her teeth every time. So I'm assuming when they extract her tooth, they'll have to put her under and then they'll do a full cleaning at that time. Anyway, Winnie is a Shih Tzu, if you're wondering. Yes, I'm in Chicago. I'm sitting in my office. I'm filming on my laptop, which is like huffing and puffing because I literally never turn it on. And it's just like, what am I doing working? I was going to sit at my desktop, but it's backlit because of the window. It's over here and the computer's over there, which would have been a much more stable connection probably. But anyway, I'm sorry. If it's wobbly and weird, and I'll just stop apologizing. I got all my apologizing out of the way. So anyway, dogs lose teeth just like people, and small dogs tend to have more teeth. That is true. And Shih Tzus especially are prone to underbite. They have short muzzles, so they have a lot of just like face issues anyway. So I do feel bad because I'm responsible for her and I take full responsibility for any of her health issues. I mean, fortunately, she's had very, very few. She'll be 10 in August, but she's absolutely fine. She did not like me leaving her at the vet, though. I felt so bad leaving her, but that's what I have to do to make sure she gets seen today. Okay, let me start looking at the, Let me start looking at the questions. I'm seeing what activities is Cece doing? Dance, gymnastics. She does both. I would say she leans more towards dance as being her favorite, but she loves gymnastics too. Jules, are you thinking about getting another dog? Yes, that is in my long-term plan, but I would like my son to be potty trained first. So ideally, I'd like to have another dog in our family before and I don't even want to like say this out loud or think it, but I know that Winnie was not going to be with me for the rest of my life. If I could find a way, I would, but I would like to have there be some overlap there. So probably in the next few years. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, the comments go so fast. Can you do a day in your life with all your kids, including Winnie? Actually, I was thinking of doing, you guys, some of you know, I talk about her a lot, but I follow Allie Edwards' project. She's a scrapbooking memory person. She does a week in the life project. It's coming up. It's the first full week of May. And I was kind of toying with the idea of also vlogging that week and doing a week in the life video. I'm going to do the scrapbooking project too, but let me know if you guys be interested in seeing that. Let's see. Do you use Microsoft Office on your Mac or iWorks? I use some elements from Office sometimes. I have Word, I have Excel, I use for like tax stuff. Word, I don't really use much anymore. I use a lot of Adobe programs. I have a Adobe, what do they call it? Creative Cloud membership. So I can use Photoshop, Breakroom, Lightroom, all of those kinds of things. I really just use Photoshop the most. I used to use Breakroom a lot, but I don't currently. I feel like I'm missing so many comments. How do people do these lives? They go so fast. Okay. But yeah, I mainly just use online services like Chrome, my mail program, and I use Final Cut Pro as my editing program that I purchased separately. How do you store baby toys? Any tips? I will be showing this at some point. It's on my list of things to. I'm not really going to do a purge of the baby stuff yet because both of my kids, 1 and 3, still play with all the baby toys. Like I've gotten rid of some of the bigger things we don't use, like the jumperoo and all the like rock and plays and things like that. But mainly in bins tucked into places on the first floor. But I'll show you guys. I would still love to see your December daily. It's so funny you mention that. I have it right here. It's finished. I just need to put the year in the spine. I decided I didn't finish this actually until last month. It just got away from me, and then I went back to it. If you're not familiar, this is a scrapbooking project that I do throughout the entire month of December. Another Allie Edwards project. I know you guys are so sick of me talking about her, but she's just like the bee's knees. So I have to keep talking about her. Anyway, so it got so far away from Christmas, and I was thinking, what if I show the project early next fall? I think she launches her December daily projects for the new year, the next year in September. I think early September. I thought, what if I show them then and talk about the project then when people are, maybe going to want to purchase them because they sell out. Anyway, I just thought that'd be more timely to talk about it then. Not like I'm trying to sell stuff for her, but I like her stuff. Like I'm not affiliated with her at all, but I like her stuff anyway. Okay. Oh my goodness. Did you sleep train your babies? I'm so jealous that you have a dependable nap time. I think yes, technically I have sleep trained both of them in the fact that I just keep them on a schedule. They go to bed at the same time every night. They wake up at the same time every day. They eat their meals at generally the same time, and their nap times have been pretty consistent. Of course, that has to shift as they, from newborn, you can't really have that much of a schedule when they're for the first few months, I feel like. But after like 3 or 4 months, you can start implementing a schedule. And then as they get older, you need less and less naps during the day. But I just make sure to keep an eye on how they're napping and stuff like that. And that's what tells me when it's time to shift to, reducing naps or whatever. And I just keep really consistent. So if that's what you mean about sleep training, yes, I think so. Are you going to Disney World again this year? No, probably not. I mean, I wish we could go like 5 times a year, but that's not really realistic. But we are hoping to go again next spring. She asked something else, but it flew away. Oh my gosh. I think she asked something about being a DVC member. We love it. We're a full year into it now. It's awesome. I think we'll do a dedicated video. I think I can maybe get Don on board to help me with that, because he really did a lot of the research about the financial side of it and what makes it worth it, because it is a huge chunk of change you have to put down in the first place. But if you are Disney people and you're going to be going every year, at least once a year for the next like 15, 20 years, it like starts paying for itself. I think after 10 years is what he said. But anyway, that might be a future video. Oh my goodness. You can scroll down the chat with your finger. On my laptop? I don't think so. I don't have that kind of laptop. I don't. Oh, I can scroll up for comments. Oh boy, that's just made it more confusing. Are you ever going on a Disney cruise? Yes, that is in our plan. But the reason we're waiting just a couple more years is because the kids club. So my sister-in-law's family went with Grace and Theo, my little niece and nephew. They went earlier this winter, and they had a blast. Now their kids are 3 and 5. And the kids just loved Kids Club. That's where they wanted to go for dinner every night. That's where they wanted to be every day. Like, that's what they wanted to do. Donnie, the Kids Club starts at 3 years old is the minimum. They do have a nursery program for younger kids, but it's separate from the Kids Club. Kids Club starts at 3. Donnie, and I knew this even when he was a teensy tiny baby, hates being left out of whatever Cece is doing. And even if like the nursery was so much fun or whatever, if it's separate from the Kids Club, he would not be happy on a ship, not being able to hang out with his sister. So it just makes sense to me to wait until he's 3. And I think we'll probably try to go as a family so we can have the kids together. It might be a whole bunch of us. I don't know. Don and I went on one cruise before, and this was like 10 years ago. And I got seasick, even on like this massive ship. It was a Royal Caribbean ship, and it was massive, and it wasn't stormy, it wasn't foul weather, and I still got seasick. So I'm a little like not overly like, it's not that I don't want to do it, I'm just like a little, just tiny bit, not nervous, but whatever about being that. But you can get like little seasickness things. I would prepare anyway. It's in the plan, but probably not till 2021. It's hard to think about. Will you be getting a Shih Tzu in the future? Actually, maybe not. I've had a dream to have a bigger kind of dog. In particular, I've always wanted a redhead golden retriever. I don't know if that will pan out. If we'll see when the time comes. But that's just been a fantasy of mine since I was a little kid. Thoughts on Indian food? Indian food is delicious and so flavorful. I'm not a huge fan of curry. And as a plant-based person, there's a lot of curry stuff for plant-based people, which is great if you love curry. I don't love curry. I'm trying to kind of open up my palate to it. That sounds so stupid, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to be more open to it because I just know the sky's the limit with Indian food. But anyway. Someone who just got a big dog, they are harder to raise than toddlers. I understand this completely, and that's why I want to wait until my son is fully potty trained. Let's see. Oh, you need a boxer. There are a couple boxers in our neighborhood. They are sweet. They are powerful, powerful animals. We see them when we're walking. And there's a couple in one yard, and they just like hang up on the fence, and you could just see their like all the muscles in their chest. And they must be so. I'm always like, are they going to jump the fence? Not that I'm scared, but they look like so athletic. Will you be posting any Easter recipes? No, I don't do really much cooking for Easter. That's not one of the holidays I'm generally in charge of. I have in the past. Contributed some things, and I will be making the family bread again. It is not plant-based, but I volunteered to make it. The Pascha bread, there is a recipe to it on my blog and on my channel. I think it's on this channel I can't remember, but it's definitely on my blog. Just Google search for Pascha bread. It's delicious. What are you currently using for your daily journaling? Just throw your phone anywhere, Jen. What are you currently using for your daily journaling efforts. So I kind of sneaked this on Instagram a little bit. I just moved into a new planning system. I've been in a bullet journal, like a Leuchtturm 1917 standard kind of practice for 2 years. And I just moved into the On the Go folio from Erin Condren. And so I'll just give you a quick look. I have the daily planner, which I'm still a little raw. Weekends on one page, but whatever. It's a quarterly daily planner. I have the bullet journal insert, which I'm going to put my collections in. I haven't had a chance to move into yet. The wellness log. And then this is the journal. And I just started last night using as my daily journal. And I just jot down anything from the day that I want to remember, from the kids, from Dawn, any milestones, funny things that happened, sad things that happened, whatever. And my gratitude, I do 3 gratitude points. Up until this point, for the last few months, I've been using a Hobomichi, which the smaller size, which honestly I've been a little cramped in. So I wanted to give this a try. I wanted to try a new planning system and see if I could get into it. And I'll do a full video if it pans out. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys, there's so many questions. Do you see yourself moving in the future? In the long term, yes. I love living in the Chicago area because my family is here. That is pretty much, that's the big reason. The other reason is I do like being close to Chicago for the cultural stuff. And it's just very accessible in terms of getting anywhere in the world. But it's not where my heart wants to live forever, if that makes sense. I want to live in the mountains. That's sort of my dream. Not sort of. There's no sort of about that. It's my dream. I don't know if that's going to happen in the next, 10, 20, 30 years, but I really would like to hope that someday I will be able to live in the mountains. In the interim, I'm very blessed to be able to spend time in Utah at the family home. We go, at least until the kids get too busy, we go for a month in the summer. So I don't know how long that will last either. And for a week or 2 after around Christmas time. So yeah. Let's see. Oh my goodness, people are held for review. Why? Okay. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything that would want me to review or hold comments. Let's see. Square feet of your home. I have no idea. I'm sorry, you guys. Can you show Winnie's bows? No, it's too hard to do right now. She has a lot. Let's just leave it at that. Girl's got a lot of bows. Let's see. Do you still have family in the St. Louis area? Yes, my brother's family lives there. So it is nice that we're close-ish to them, that it's like a 5-hour car ride or a really short plane ride. Does your family dye Easter eggs? Traditionally, yes, we have. Can you film your purge videos in 15-minute segments with minimal editing and upload as a series? Why? Just so, I don't know. I'm sorry. That seems difficult. I don't do a lot of editing on my purge videos. I haven't, at least. I'm probably going to edit the kitchen ones a bit more because they'll just be really too long otherwise. But I'm probably not going to do that. I'm sorry. Do you think you'll ever get a kitty? I hope so. That's also a long-term dream. Let's see. Were there any foods in Disney you missed eating since becoming plant-based? Not really. I was thinking about this actually during my trip. My favorite kind of treats from Disney World, the popcorn and the Dole Whip. Vegan friendly. So that's good. Is Emily hosting Easter? No, my mother-in-law is. Going to Animal Kingdom this month. Where to get vegan food? So go look up vegandisneyworld.com. They're also on Instagram as @vegandisneyworld. It's the most comprehensive review / guide of vegan-friendly food in the parks and the resorts and downtown Disney. So totally go check them out. You can even, on their search bar or their menu, you can pick by park. The Dole Whip, I dream of it. Me too. And the funny thing is, once I'm there, I really only want one. I think about it a lot when I'm not there. I'm like, oh, Dole Whip would sound really great right now, especially if it's a hot day. But then when I'm at Disney World, I only ever get it once, and then I'm quite satisfied with it. But it is refreshing. Let's see. Oh, hi. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it's hard to pronounce. But it's beautiful. Excel from Belgium. She just wanted to say hi. I saw Disney World has a new handout for plant-based people that you can get. They released that like a couple days after we came home. Let's see. Marisol said she bought that huge wreath. You mean the really big one from Target? How do I store it? It's just in the storage room downstairs. Like there's nothing you can put it in, but I keep it inside so it doesn't get like dusty and icky from being outside. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jeanette. Jeanette's here. Oh, I love Jeanette. Let's see. If you're not familiar, Jeanette is the Go Wild co-founder of that planner conference I'm going to in, I don't know, a couple weeks. I'm not panicking about that at all. No, I'm really not panicking. Aw, Jeanette. I'm just, I don't know. I'm more panicking about leaving my children because they'll be fine. I'm not panicking about that. I just know I'm going to be an emotional wreck leaving. They'll be absolutely fine. But, hey, leaving. Will you do a Halloween decor tour? Maybe if I get my act together and actually, I don't know, puts up some decorations this year, I will. Do you ever juice, like celery juice? Any thoughts on juicing? So I had a juicer, I want to say a decade ago, and I used it for a couple of months, and I hated it. I hated it so much. First of all, I really, really disliked cleaning it. And I actually like doing dishes and cleaning. So that's saying something. I really hated it, cleaning it. And second of all, I really just don't like juice that much. I don't even like sweet juice that much. Like orange juice, grapefruit. Like once in a while I want it. But I think I just rather would eat like a piece of celery or a cucumber. I just would rather have the full thing. And also I feel like I don't have enough data. I don't know. I don't have enough to really know if this is true or not, but I feel like I don't digest juice that well. I feel like I digest eating the actual whole foods better. Say hello to me. Hi, Chani. Oh, I'm so bad. This is why I don't do shout outs. I'm so bad at pronouncing names, but hi. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, they go so fast. Okay, I do need to. How do I pause them? Haha. No, nope, that did not pause them. You guys, the comments, I can't even tell you, they're going by so fast that I can't. Okay, I can't even see them. I saw something about, am I still nursing? No, Donnie self-weaned completely. I did not encourage this. I did not nudge him towards it. I feel like I did this a little bit more with Cece only because I knew I wanted to start cycling again so we could start trying again. With both my kids, I did not get I don't know if this is TMI, but I did not get my period until like a month or two before they fully weaned. So with Charlotte, that was at 11. She was almost a year. And with Donnie, it was just after he turned a year old. I know some people get their period back when they're nursing, like even after a couple months. It's not me. So I kind of nudged her a little bit. I did mostly, baby led, but I nudged her a little bit towards weaning fully. I think she weaned fully by 13 months or around the 13-month mark. And that was just with a little bit more consideration on my part. With Donnie, I did absolutely nothing. He completely was on the same schedule as my daughter without me interfering or nudging him at all. And he self-weaned fully just over a month ago. So right before we went to Disney, it was like a week or two before we went to Disney World, he self-weaned. If so, I'm sorry. Oh gosh. I'm not good at this. I need to be better at this. I don't know why it's hiding some of the comments. I don't know why it's doing that. So I'm sorry if your comments aren't showing. I don't have any settings, whatever, but on. I can't even speak properly. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like I'm going a million miles a minute. Okay, I'm gonna have a little sip. I have my little coffee here. I have a little sip. I usually have a cute mug, but I took Winnie to the vet this morning, like I said, so that came with me. That's cold coffee, but we're gonna drink it. Okay, how has being vegan impacted your health? So first of all, I don't fully identify as vegan, and I'm going to do a 1-year update in a couple of months. So I'll talk more about all of that. I'll talk about, actually, I'm going to do a huge video on that. So I'm not going to answer that right now, but I would say my health has improved dramatically in terms of digestive health. That was really the only health complaint I had, aside from working through some fertility issues before I went plant-based. Obviously, the fertility issues cleared up because I got pregnant with Donnie like this. But, you know, we struggled a little bit with Cece. But the only other like health complaint I ever had was digestive issues. And my digestion has been just so much better. And I feel really good and really energized. And my blood work has reflected that. I'm going to go back to see my primary physician in a couple months, get another full workup just to see. I feel like it's important to do anyway, especially somebody in their mid-30s, like getting older, need to keep on top of that. But I feel like I wouldn't do that if I hadn't gone plant-based. Like I wouldn't be pushing myself to go to my GP once a year. Like I go to my OB once a year, but I hadn't been to a GP in like a decade because I was like, well, I see my OB, they take my blood pressure, run any tests that need to be run. What do I need a GP for? But now I understand that it's important for different reasons, and just I feel like I've been more proactive about my health as I've just been more aware of it. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that too much here, but let's just say I'm feeling good and I'm doing well, and I will do a full update for you when I reach that 1-year milestone. Okay. I don't. There's some really weird comments. What am I lying about? Master Boss? I've got nothing to lie about. Do you have any plans for the summer? Do we? Oh my goodness, we're traveling a bunch. We're going to Long Island for our annual family reunion. We're going to Pennsylvania for our other family reunion. And we're going to Utah for all of August. Those are the big plans, I would say. Those are the big plans. Let's see. I've been told I need the same back surgery Don had, fusion. Would he be willing to do a video about his experience, recovery process? Probably not. Don is very busy with work right now, and he's really not interested in doing any video. Like, he doesn't mind being in my videos if he's like there, but he's not going to film a video intentionally unless it's the Disney one and I, ask very nicely. And even then, maybe he'll just give me the tips and I'll film it myself. But Don has been very, very careful with this last surgery. He had it last March. It was spring break last year. So last March. And he took the full year off golf, which is his like activity of choice. He still goes to PT once a week. He did PT 3 times a week for, I would say, all upwards of 9 months. And then he started doing PT once a week, and then started seeing a personal trainer that's in the same office as his physical therapist. So they communicate and they know what each other is doing to help Don and support him. And he sees the personal trainer twice a week. So now he has those 3 things to help support him. And he played his first round of golf in over a year this past weekend, and he did really well, and he had a lot of fun. And I'm pleased as punch for him because that's his happy place. And he's doing really great. But like I said, he gave himself a full year of really dedicated, careful support and rest to get there. So I would say speak really frankly with your doctor about what your recovery looks like. Sometimes I feel like the surgeons underplay the recovery. That's been our experience, at least. With Don, I don't know if it's every surgeon. I don't want to like lump surgeons into one big group, but find a PT you like, a physical therapist you really like and trust, and get involved with them. Even pre-surgery, you can start working on things together, and be really, really. Oh gosh, you guys, the vet is calling. What do I do? Oh my gosh, the vet is calling. That's about Winnie. Okay, I don't know how to pause this. I need to take this phone call. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this and come right back. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll be right back.